what's up, coach? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest content that we're putting out. And if you need help growing and scaling your football training business, then what I want you to do is visit the description below this video. That's going to be the best place you and me can connect. At this point in our business, we've got coaches from all across the world, right? We work with coaches worldwide. So wherever you are and what market you're in, what I would like you to do is visit description, book a free 15-minute call. We'll jump on the call. I'll see where you're at with your business, see where you want to get to, and I can see if our program and what we have here at Soccer Coaching Business is a good fit for your business. So, coach, I wanted to come on here, create this new video and share with you guys a success story from a coach. This is Coach Emanuel, right? He's based out in Sydney, Australia. So Emmanuel ran a 3-day camp in the Easter. So when this video goes out, this video will probably be going out in May time. So Coach Emanuel ran his Easter camp program a few weeks prior to this video going out. Okay, so also, if you haven't yet, make sure you follow our Instagram page, because what we do on a bi-weekly basis is we upload results that we're getting with coaches that are part of our Football Trainer Accelerator program. So this is essentially a program where I work with coaches one-on-one and I help them with their business, whether it be getting more clients, whether it be growing their sessions and marketing their business, forming partnerships within their local area, right? Whatever stage coaches are at with their business, our accelerator program is there to help you to grow and scale, get your business to the next level and increase your finances. So Coach Emanuel ran a 3-day camp. And as you can see in front, this is the result that he sent me on our private WhatsApp group that we have. So it says, "Hey Leo, just confirming my numbers from Easter Camp 2026. Monday, we had 50 players attend the camp. The income generated was 4,400 Australian dollars. Tuesday, we had 39 players attend. The total revenue generated was $3,500 dollars from that camp. And then on Wednesday, we had 35 players and our revenue generated was 3,100 from that camp. So I was about 15 players short of my financial goal, but I'm excited for the next 3 days. Thank you so much for your help." Okay, so this is a result that you can find on our Instagram page, plus ton of other results that we get in with coaches. So I want to give you a bit of an insight into how essentially Emmanuel did this within his business, how we sort of helped him. So now the thing with Emmanuel's business is he is very successful at the moment. And what I mean by successful is that he has a massive contact list of parents who are part of his program and parents who have worked with him in the past or been part of his academy out in Sydney. So in total, right, last time, well, before running this camp, he had a database of anywhere between 500 to 700 contacts on his database on the lead up to the camp, right? So that's why if you have a look at the numbers and the amount of players, you can see that Monday's camp was probably the most successful. We had 50 players attend. Tuesdays, we had 39. And Wednesdays, we had 35. So what we essentially did was, because he has a massive amount of database, he's got a lot of influence in his local area, he's worked with a lot of players and parents, we set up this 3-day camp where essentially there was an offer to parents to attend either 1 or 2 days of the camp. Now, again, based on the data we have in front, right? As you can see, there's different players attending on different days. So the most successful day was obviously the Monday, and then numbers start to drop as the week goes on. But that was intentional because on the Monday, we had 50 players attend the camp. Then on the Tuesday, we had 39 and then 35. So essentially what we did is with Emmanuel, we worked on a strategy where we reached out to his entire database. Now, mind you, you might be thinking, oh, Leo, but how can one person reach out to 500, between 500 to 700 parents at once, right? Now, Emmanuel has a coaching team that works with him and for him. So what we did is we set up a schedule where coaches were reaching out to players and parents essentially who are part of the program, and also parents who have done and have been previously part of his academy. Now, mind you, his camps do really well, and that is probably one of the most successful parts of his business is his group training and his camps that he runs throughout the year. So in this case, we set up a 3-day Easter camp. We opened spots up to 50 players per day. As you can see, we managed to sell out the Monday, and then on the Tuesday and Wednesday, we gradually got less players, right? We didn't reach that 50 player mark. But what we did is we offered parents 2 options. And so if you run camps, this is really important. We gave parents an option of attending 1 day, okay? And if they attended 1 day, they would have to pay a little bit more than if they were to do multiple days. So essentially the option was day 1 at a certain price. And then if you were to attend 2 days throughout the week, right, there was also a different price for that attendance. Okay, so 1 day, what we did is we made it a lot more expensive because there's less of a commitment from parents. And then if you wanted to attend 2 days, right, it was a little bit more cheaper and there was a little bit more of a discount in place. Okay, so the strategy and how we got to these numbers were we had a database. As I mentioned, at the time we were running this, we had anywhere between 500 to 700 parents on a database from previous camps, from his private training program, and so on. Now, what we did, we reached out to parents and we provided 2 offers for them. Come for 1 day, X amount, it's a little bit more expensive. Choose the multiple days, right? You get a little bit more of a discount. So the Monday, which was the day where most of the parents and players attended, was a lot more profitable, if you can see, okay? And that's where parents were paying a lot more. And then the other days throughout the week, if they were doing multiple days, right, as you can see, the numbers started to go down, but right, we also managed to get our income just shy of the amount that we made on Friday. Okay, so if you're looking to run a camp, okay, and if you're looking to grow and scale what you're doing, I would recommend doing the following. So number 1, create a database list of parents who are part of your program, parents who have done some of your training or been part of your academy. Create an offer. As you can see, our offer was 1 day or multiple days, though that was our offer. Reach out to parents with those offers. Then once parents join or they commit to one of the days, what I would recommend doing is that the days which have lesser numbers, right, we then reach out to them and we run a bring a friend promo, okay, to try and pop the numbers up a little bit more. Okay, so database, have multiple offers for your camp, Reach out to parents personally, right? That's always a really good touch as well. Actually doing the reach out rather than just sending a text message. Once parents sign up, run a promo for them, bring a friend. They get X amount off if they bring a friend. Okay. And then run a fantastic camp where you can generate content, where you can get more leads from it, and where parents and players are able to invite more parents and players to the camp so you can grow your numbers. Okay, so coach, if you're looking to run any more camps during the year, I know the summer is coming up now. Summer's a big one for most trainers and coaches. So if you need more help with your camps, your clinics, reach out to me, visit description below this video. That's going to be the best place you and me can connect. And I can see where you are with your business. I can see where you want to get to, and I can see if what we have is a good fit. Okay. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about today, again, in the description below this video is you can find my email or my WhatsApp number. You can message me directly and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have with your upcoming training camps. Okay, thanks for watching and make sure you like, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest content. I'll see you on